Sex trafficking. You may think it's something that only happens in big cities, but it's happening here. In this KNWA special report, you'll hear from a local woman who narrowly escaped her traffickers and how the FBI is working to tackle the issue in our region. We do want to warn you, you may find some of what you're about to hear disturbing.
The scars of it never really go away.
Years have passed since Jessica says she was sex trafficked, but her trauma from that time still feels fresh.
For years, I was still so broken and so hurt and so damaged, and I just felt so worthless and unvaluable.
She met her first trafficker online at 16. Then over the course of the next 2 years, she was trafficked by 3 different men. Jessica says her abusers got her addicted to drugs.
It lowers your inhibitions. It makes you very easy to control. The withdrawals and dependency on drugs means that you have to keep coming back to them or you're going to get sick. They don't even consider you to have the value of having life. You're literally just an object to sell and to make money off of.
Living in survival mode, she faced regular beatings.
He would put a shock collar from a dog on me and put a padlock on it to where I couldn't scream when he had me in motel rooms trafficking me.
It wasn't until she was almost killed by one of her traffickers that she was finally able to flee the abuse. But the pain remains.
They had created all this trauma in my life, and they showed me the only solution is the drugs and the men, and so it took me years to beat that addiction.
Mom, smell them. They smell good.
Oh, that smells good.
It's now been about 8 years since Jessica was trafficked. The single mother of 2 spends her time working with other survivors who found freedom.
I volunteer with a local organization called Hub of Hope.
The Northwest Arkansas-based organization aims to provide healing and opportunities to survivors of human trafficking. Since 2017, Hub of Hope has worked with 150 people affected by human trafficking and sexual exploitation, ranging in age from 18 to 64. Another organization that serves our region, Into the Light, has worked with more than 280 people since 2015, some as young as 11 years old. The Western Arkansas Child Exploitation Task Force was established to get these traffickers off our streets.
One of the goals of our group is to make sure that people understand what trafficking looks like, and then as we've been effective at that, we end up getting more reporting back to us.
FBI Special Agent Brennan Despain says that means working closely with police and deputies who are regularly out in communities.
The majority of our cases has come from referrals from local law enforcement. So I think that the proof is in the pudding.
Like in the case of catching trafficker Corey Glenn.
That case in particular, it epitomized the way the FBI and local law enforcement collaborate together.
The FBI was tipped off that Glenn was running a prostitution ring in Rogers in 2018. Agents worked with Rogers police to raid the home. Inside a closet under a pile of clothes, they found a 17-year-old victim.
She was angry with us. She epitomized the brainwashed young teen.
Glenn's currently serving a 75-year prison sentence. With children and teens often the victims of trafficking, in 2021, Arkansas lawmakers harshened the penalties traffickers can face.
When you're trafficking a victim, it is now a Y felony, which is one of the more severe felonies in the state of Arkansas. It's punishable up to life in prison.
That same year, the Western Arkansas Child Exploitation Task Force conducted 67 child exploitation investigations in our area and served more than 70 warrants for crimes against children.
I'm just so proud that they are getting arrested and they are getting busted every day, because that just proves that the police are taking it serious and they are trying to be proactive on it.
And Jessica's being proactive too. She's pursuing a degree to become a licensed clinical social worker.
I specifically want to give women who have been sex trafficked free therapy.
Her trauma inspiring her path forward.
My real purpose of going through it was to help other people.
To help other victims become survivors and heal.
I want to spend the rest of my life utilizing my pain and suffering to be able to help free other women.
If you or someone you know is being trafficked, there is help out there. Head to knwa.com where we've compiled a full list of resources available for you locally. And also check out our social media for a message from Jessica, who speaks directly to those who may need a nudge to seek help. It's a really, really powerful message you'll want to see.